Okay guys, in our last video for the Anna Griffin Simply Wildflower Meadow Scrapbooking Kit, I did my last page, would be the back page. It's a single page layout, and today we're going to do our front page. Generally you want that to be kind of some wow factor, but again, I can't keep it too puffy because the book is already getting pretty big with the minimal items that I am putting in, right? The adornment. So if it's still available, I'll link in the description box. Those would be affiliate links, means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Possibly a little shopping bag here or in the word shop right under the video. I had a lot of fun with this one because it was so quick and it looks so pretty, and honestly as a double layout I think it'd be really lovely. But this is the kind of thing, like when you do a single page, I just kind of focus everything here, you know, so that's just how I do that. But obviously you can bring these down, you can have it this way if you want it, and orient it the other way, you know, whatever it is, however it is that you like to manipulate your papers. So I'm going to go ahead and take that guy and pop it in here, and then I'll show you again a quick recap of what I have left and then how thick this is getting and that kind of thing. So very back page, we'll just slide this guy in. Here we go. Let me see if I can back up enough to not hit the tripod. It's actually not a tripod, it's a single arm, but anyway. There we go. Again, lift things up so you can slide them in, and there you go. Again, not much more dimension other than the thickness of like the one dimensional adhesive. And there's that guy. And when we close this up, we have 19 pages all done. Today the front page will be the 20th, and I don't know, sorry, not close enough, but hopefully you can see there's the spine, and this is how big it looks in the front. Obviously if you're going to put it away, you can squish it in between books. You shove it in, it'll be fine. It will get squished, but again, I try not to make it so much because otherwise this book is just going to be huge. So today we're going to work on our front page, and I mentioned in the last video I would be doing mitering or some kind of frame or something like that for this. So we have plenty of flowers left, we have plenty of dimensionals, lots of the gold pieces, dragonflies, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I might go back through and flesh that out. I'm just showing you what I have left, even though I already know what I'm going to use. So we have some scraps of paper. I have 4, that's interesting, I only have one of this, so 5, I guess I have another one over there. 5 frames like this. The 5 1/4 inch frames. We have 4 5x7 mats, just the white ones. You can cut into these guys too if you want to play with them in a fun way. Something to think about. I won't be using those. We have plenty of titles left. I only used 1 per, so basically 10, right? Let me see. 10 double page layouts and then 1, so 11 I guess of those, but we have plenty left. Some scraps of paper. This is the one I'm going to use today because we chose that the other day in our last video. I'm going to do maybe some mitering with these guys. I might pair that up with maybe like the scrap of paper like this one, or possibly, well, see, that'd be interesting if we did this one because it's the same pattern but the blue in the background, right? I don't know. We'll see how we play with that. I still have a piece of paper I can cut into. We still have plenty of journaling tags. I just need 1. Or maybe none at all, you know, I don't know, but I wanted to journal on the front page. This guy, I have a whole sheet. You know, I could use the back side of this one for the mitering too. You know, add a little something more to it. Or, this side wouldn't pop that much if I use this, but something to think about. So I am going to give that some thought and see what we want to do, because like I said, I have almost a whole sheet. I only cut 1/2 inch off of this one. And then we have the carrier. Like I said, if you guys want to see maybe a chipboard album being made from this so we can use it all up, I would love to do that. I haven't made videos like that in a very long time. On my old channel I had tons of them. Do you guys remember, I think her name was Kathy Orda? It's back in the day we did a lot of mini albums, and she would make paper bag albums, and they were real cute. But I haven't made one of those in a very long time. I would probably just use paper, you know. Again, scraps. So let me think about how I want to do this. I was debating gutting the center like a square and then flipping it so that gives you another look. And maybe that's what I do. Maybe the edge is this green and I flip this middle part so the flowers are there, and I can still use this kind of paired up together. That might work. And have the other part facing out, just so that you can really see the mitering so it really pops. Okay, so let's think about that. This is 5 1/4. If I make something around here that kind of turns around and then the other thing pops out, I don't want to make funky numbers like 5 1/4. I want to get rid of that quarter. Let's just be real. So let's see if I want something like this. Maybe an 8-inch square? 8 inches? Oh no, that's not going to work, because if we use this to miter, we only have 6 inches of mitering. Let's think 6. That might not work. That might not work for us. I would need like this and then cut. And it would just be the smallest amount different here. I really like the floral. I don't want that much green. Well, I guess I can make the cut and then decide which one I want out or in. Okay, so this is 5 1/4. I'm trying to think what I want to gut out of the center here. I have to be very careful about it, especially if this is 6 inches. I would have to cut it. Okay, let's make some choices real quick. I actually wanted to just use this one piece of paper, so I think if I do that and then cut it right down the center, that'll work. But I don't have to glue them down right now. Let me think about this. How wide is this? This is about 2 1/8, 2 1/4. That means I have to cut right about 1 1/8. So I'm gonna do that real quick. 1 1/8. 1 1/8. And this is just a scrap that I had left there, so try to do it nice and straight. I'm looking at the 1 1/8 down here, 1 1/8 there, hoping that's straight. I'm gonna glue these together, then I'll cut them in half. So again, I have plenty of the other paper too. It's just I don't have a border big enough to be able to mess with it that much. Let's see. I'm gonna stick that here. Have the edge, or do we do it this way and then miter it this way so it's facing in, especially if I have the greenery there. That's another thing I have to think about. If I have the green border on the inside, it would look better this way, mitered with this, you know. But if I have it on the other way, I probably will do the green border on the inside. Okay, I'm just going to glue these down. You don't have to make any of those. Oh, and no, yeah. I don't know if this is a sticker, to be honest. I haven't tried. Did we try that? We didn't really try. Making sure there's plenty of glue because we are going to miter these edges. I don't want things to fall off a funky way. Okay. And my alarm is going off, so that means I got to wake somebody up, but I think it means to wake myself up on a day like today. 7:30, guys. Okay, and I want to make sure these are exactly as wide, just in case one didn't come out quite as wide. And that on that side, I want more of that pink to show, so I'm trying to glue this on in a way that a lot of pink shows. Okay. And let those set up. It's just a border with a little bit extra something. I guess at this point I can still decide if I want that out or in or whatever. Oopsie, hold on. Did I do that? Girl. Take that off. Hello. The gold strip needs to be facing exactly the same way. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so silly. But I meant it needs to face in, and mine was on the other edge. Okay, so they're both exactly the same. So when we go to do our mitering, when I cut this, these two are going to touch, right? Okay, so let me think about if this is going to work at all, and I will be right back. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut these both at 6 inches because they're 12 inches, and I know that we can do that. And if it doesn't work out, maybe I'll use the other scrap of paper, my other paper that I have left, to do a bigger border. And then I just wasted your guys' time, but that's okay. So I'm going to take that. As far as we're going to learn, not that it's okay to waste people's time. Because see how small that's going to end up being? So I kind of need to pay attention to that. actually, I probably could still do a whole other border. Or just frame out the picture. I don't know. Or maybe a double frame. I don't know. There's so many things we can do. Okay. So like if this guy is put together, you know, it does have to overlap. So I don't know how big this is going to end up being. That's part of my issue here. There. And here. And then this guy. And it's going to actually be very tight the way it's framing this out. But I think that's going to be okay. That'll be cute. And then I was thinking about mitering this edge around here. Does that make any sense? Because I was like, if I make a larger area and then actually cut into these so they look cool, or we just put something cute there. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to have to make this frame first so we can know what exactly is happening. So you can either put a little tape, a little glue, and then cut it, but you're going to have to remove that part. So what I do is I normally just hold it, and I'm going to cut it with scissors. You guys can definitely, what's the word? Well, actually, that's the other thing. Do I want it that way, or do I want this on the outside? Decide if you want the mitering to go like this, you know, with the gold frame facing in, or if you want the paper facing in. I thought the paper facing in looked really cute. Especially if this guy's going to be in here. Let me think. It's going to cover up a lot of this little gold. There. Because once you do it, it's done. So that's the... Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. Okay. So I match those guys up. And you can definitely use a ruler and do an X-Acto. Or since it's not that thick, I'm just going to take this guy and start at this very corner, right where it's there, and face or head towards the very tip there, holding it nice and tight so it doesn't shift. And we just lost these corners, and these two guys should meet up pretty well, right? Okay, so we have those guys. Now I'm going to grab this one and put this one here and do the same thing from in here. And see, I'm bringing my scissor big enough to do that. I'm pinching it really tight so it doesn't move. You can definitely just lay this down and use a ruler and an X-Acto and cut. Okay, there's my other miter. It's pretty good. Now I'm going to pick this guy up. Bring this one over here, right on top. Hold it really tightly. And I'm keeping them paired up or together because once you do this, you cut them together, right? So like this one's going to go here. It's not, maybe it won't match up perfectly over here, but you cut it together here, so it's going to work here. And then this guy. So I'm going to bring this one over and put that there. And just cut that down. No, you know me, I'm already forgetting. Did I switch that? Did I turn that over? Did I switch that in some way that is funky? I might have. But I think we're okay. Okay. And that is our mitered frame. Obviously it's going to look nicer once we get it right. It could be flat like this. I wanted to raise it up. So I had a lot of ideas, guys, for today. My preferences. Okay, now let me think. So that is, how big is this? It'll look nicer once I actually stick it together. Yeah, it's just over 6 inches. So how about an 8-inch square? Taken out of here. 8-inch square. That would be 2 inches off either side. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna gut 8 inches out of this. Okay. I'll be right back. Funny enough, I was like, I'm gonna stick this frame together so I can manipulate it. And I just went to grab a scrap of paper. Look at this. I had gutted something in here before, but anyway, I'm just gonna take something like that, and I'm going to turn this over, and turn this over, and turn this over so everything's still where I want it. And I'm going to stick these guys together like that. And I'm just going to use some paper as a brace. So I just cut a piece of paper. What do I do with it? And I'm going to glue that together. I don't think I'm gonna glue it together in this way, just kind of across like this, like a little brace, you know? So you can put some glue. Oh my goodness. Don't give me attitude, glue. Well, that's not confusing, guys, but I'm just gonna stick these guys together, and I turn them over exactly together because we had created them together, right? So I'm gonna let that set up for just a moment. And then I'm going to turn it over and look at it because the other side is the decorative side, so we want to make sure that that looks nice, that it's butted up together in a way that we want. Yes, that looks good. I'm going to turn it back over, get myself another little brace. Here. That one lined up perfectly. They all pretty much should, but it always surprises me. I'm always like, oh, that's so cool. Okay, so right there. Put a little brace. Yeah, this is in the back. I don't really care how it looks as long as it's not showing. Turn it over and check it out and make sure everything looks good. That it's nice and tight right here. The corner. Looks good. I'm going to turn it back over and brace these last two, and I guess we'll just do it together. I don't want a piece that's so thick. This paper right here worked out really well. So butting these two together, and then this guy, so basically like that, but I want to make sure everything's good to go. Let's get that one over there first. This one's not my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let's stick this one together first. This one looks like it's more cooperative, and then I'll have to mess with that last one. Now you can definitely glue these guys together and then cut across and then just remove the piece that you cut away. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because this one right here is trying to be funny. Okay. Where does it look better? Like this? This one comes over here. Okay, that one was not perfect. So what I'm going to do is make sure that looks good. Remember when I cut my last one, I said, did I move it? I was thinking I might have moved it. So let's... Okay, that looks good. I'm going to try and fix that. Coming in from there. There we go. Right there. Okay, this one needs to be a little bit closer, and so when I cut it, this piece gets cut off. That's all I need. I need this little bit to go away. So I'm going to cut it right down here, more carefully. So I just made that adjustment just so it would look nice. Let me get rid of this piece. And that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to glue those together now. I'm still holding it. So see, I had to make an adjustment just so it would hold on nicely. And you can do that. No harm, no foul. And then I'll look back on this side and make sure it's tucked nice and tight. Okay. We'll let that set up, guys. It was just a little bit off. So maybe my hand moved or whatever. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that, look how pretty. I'm gonna let that set up. Again, I feel like I need to gut an area here so it's different, but then what do we do there? But again, I can also make another mitered corner or mitered frame to go there. Something to think about. This guy is gonna go in here, and it's basically just a white piece of paper. To be honest, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just not use this. How about that? What if I don't even use it and I just put my picture down in there, you know? Popped up like this. I think that's what we're gonna do. Again, I don't know how much frame I want to put here. Let's do, I feel like 8 inches is the best, because 2 inches here, 2 inches there. Let me see what that looks like. 2 inches. Yeah. Okay, so let's get 8 inches out of here. I'll be right back. We want it to look nice, so that means we're going to bring it over here. We are going to line this up at 2 inches, making sure it's nice and straight. We're going to line this up at 2 inches here. And bring it all the way down to 10. Okay, stop at 10. So right there is 10. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna turn it and go to 2 inches again. And I'm already at 10, so from 10 I'm gonna bring it up to 2. Just make sure everything's perfectly lined up. From right here that's already at 10, actually moved a little bit. Starting at 10 inches and bring it all the way up 2 and stop at 2 inches right there. Turn this around. 2 inches. It's already at 2, or at least close enough to 2. There we go. I'm going to bring it down to 10. Okay. And now I'm going to turn it one more time. And things are looking great because as you can see it already released everything, so that means that's perfectly aligned. Again, line it up at 2 inches. I'm at 10, it didn't shift this time, and bring it all the way up to 2, nice and careful. And if we're lucky, it just falls right out. So that means we did that really well. If you want to do that with a ruler, go for it. That is not my favorite method. But there we go, we have that. And I was thinking about flipping this one. I mean, that nestles right in pretty well. Look how pretty that is. And then we have our frame. Oh, that's good. I was like, because if this didn't come out perfectly, I was going to do something else. But it came out pretty perfect. So, to get this stuck together, again, you can stick this to that cream color paper. I don't want to do that. Again, I could show you what the backside looks like if you want this, the green, well, at least on mine, and then that, and then this. That looks very pretty too. This is going to be my backside though. So I had mentioned before, I do have one border. Well, we just used that border, didn't we? I do have one border left, but no, I don't. I'm just going to glue these pieces together. Now I can get more paper. Obviously, I have more paper in my stash here if I wanted to. I don't know that I probably should. Okay, here we go. I have some cream colored paper here. Not little pieces like that. I kind of really want to make sure this stays. So this is going to be on the back. No one's going to see it. So I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm just going to like cut. But if you want to make another miter frame, you can definitely do that to help you hold those things together. I'm just going to put glue across this and hold it down with this. And another one. I'm going to frame out the whole thing. Here, making sure everything's nice and tight. You can turn it over and see to make sure that everything is how you want it on this side. Looks pretty good. Okay, and then 2 more braces. Shh, don't tell anyone my tricks here. Just kidding. I hope you guys are trying it out. A lot of you guys are saying that you're going to try out some of the things I've shown, and that's great. And this is just from years and years of learning. Obviously, I've been to crop it homes, but this, even when she does ruffles or like, Anna Griffin, this is all the stuff we used to do back in the day, guys. It's nothing new. Paper pleats, all that kind of stuff. This is when, if you got her tricks, what are those things? The cut and emboss folder tricks, or like the older ones. Those are fun because you can make ruffles real easy for stuff like this. But again, I like to keep things flat, so if I made a ruffle, it would be flat anyway. I'll turn that around, and I think we are good to go. So, in my last video, I had mentioned I had some of these guys, these little corners. Obviously, we can deck this completely out. But, sorry I was making so many split decisions while we were like here together. But like we can put those there. I should have 4 of them. I'll find the 4th one. If I don't, I have hopefully 4 of these guys. Let's see. Let me look through. Oh, there it is. So we have something like that. I mean, possibly. Let's just pretend we have this here again. And then we would have our frame, and our picture would be in there. So I know it looks crazy right now, but let's pretend there's a picture in there. And, I still have plenty of these guys. I don't want to cover up my mitering because I did a great job with that. So, let me think. Do I want to just deck it out with flowers? Maybe we don't use these corners. I don't know. Or maybe something like that. Maybe we use the corners, but also... I don't know. I don't even know if there's left and rights of those roses. This is not as easy as it looks. Yeah, I don't even think I have another one of those roses, actually. Should I? Do I? Yes, but it's the same. Yeah, I don't like that. Unless I put it over here. And then something else. I don't know. Let me play around. So, sorry, I took a lot of time in the video looking for matching pairs, like left and rights, you know. And unfortunately, I was like, oh man, this blue one. I had tons of the ones that are facing one of the ways. And then I found one more in here and it was turned upside down and I didn't notice it and I needed that one. But what's funny is I ended up just using the ones that are all facing the same way anyway because it just looked better kind of going like in a circle, this blue flower. And then I have the roses. I removed the other things. I added some gold just to bring in some more gold. Unfortunately, I only have 3 of this butterfly left. So I did 2 here and then 2 of this other one that's kind of like a mothy thing. I think that looks good. I mean, it's plenty going, right? There's a lot going on here. I mean, you can build up these whole corners. You know, I don't want to put too much more. I mean, we can only take so much more in this book. Again, if I want to flesh out some of the other pages with some flowers, we have plenty still. I mean, I don't want to cover the miters. That's what I'm telling you. Like, we did so much work to get that going to make it look nice. But if your miters come out kind of funky, you can definitely put some things in those corners and they'll still be pretty because the frame has that double layer or whatever as you decide to do, triple layer, or you could have put that in the middle so then you'd have some on the outside. Excuse me, if I had done like a thicker band, you would have paper on the outside, you know, on the inside in this guy. I will say when you do that, as you're overlapping them, you're taking up more and more of this, the 6 inches, because let's say it was that much wider and I had to overlap them, it would make it smaller and smaller. So just know, making thicker borders, you're gonna need longer strips. It's always easier to start off with a 12-inch strip because you can do whatever you want with that, right? Okay, I'm happy with this. Our picture will go right in there. I suppose I could stick this part down first, and I'm going to use foam adhesive from my own stash because it'll be easier. But if you want to just make dots with what's in the kit, please do. But we all have a stash, so I'm going to turn this over, and I'm only going to line this out kind of low, like around here. That way I can still slide in my image and not be bothered too much. So here, up this side, up the other side, and I'm not going to put any at the top so I can slide an image in there. Like I said, square pictures are not my favorite, I'm not going to lie. It was really hard cropping some of the images. Like I said, the CVS, the only way they'll give you a square image is if you pick it up, and so it has to be glossy, and glossy is not my favorite. The reason I ordered my pictures, and they're going somewhere else, so they're going to, I guess, their main place. I don't know. They're going to be delivered in like a week. Is because I want them matte. Otherwise, I could have picked up the glossy ones. And actually, right now they are running a sale. I think it's like 17 cents. The matte or the glossy. Of course, the glossy you can pick up in store, but they use those machines. It looks like I printed it. That's why I'm like, okay, I printed it from you guys because it's supposed to look better, I thought. But it was not great. So anyway, yeah, they have a code on their site. I don't remember the code right now. It's like something 75. But if you go to their site on CVS, it'll show you the code. I go through Walmart. I like the Walmart things. And again, with Walmart, they usually send them to my house. I don't know. I haven't been to Walmart in years, so who knows what they do now. But I remember before I would get big, huge boxes of pictures, and then they weigh so much, and they do charge you for it. Maybe sometimes they have free shipping. I don't know. But it makes sense because they are heavy. I mean, pictures are heavy. When you're ordering them in the several hundreds, right? Right now, I think I ordered 650 images, and those are singles, not even doubles. So, and that's not even half, like, I would say not even I would say maybe a quarter, probably more than that. It has to be more than that. I haven't printed pictures in forever. Okay. So, again, I can put glue and just stick them down. I like the way they are, where they are, but you know, yeah, I think I might. I was going to go ahead and pick them up, but you know what? I did the work already of setting them where I wanted them, so I'm going to, this one kind of got messed up, but I'm going to go ahead and just hold that down, lift this up, put a good amount of glue. These are all stickers, so you know, you can definitely just take the back off of them. If you want more dimension, you can definitely put more dimension. I do not want any more dimension. So I'm trying to get these guys stuck down. This guy over here. The only thing I might put a dimensional behind is the butterfly. Only to kind of help it. But I don't know if it even needs it. But just to support it, I'm going to go here. Look at that perfect row. You know what? I should just place these back in here just to satisfy that. I might pop a couple more back in there. I'm gonna leave it kind of flat. A little glue here. And place that guy there. Okay. Maybe a little glue back here too. So I'm gonna hold things down and just go around and glue them down, guys. Okay guys, so didn't think about putting down a card or a title. You know, I was thinking about family, happy child dream, family's cute, that'd be nice. Now I see a lot of images in here where she has it popped up, and I don't know how you would do that other than taking the sticky away from it and then just sitting it on top of things, but I think it's going to start looking bad after a while, right, if it's this high up. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Let me see how big this family part. Let me take this out carefully, pop out all the little pieces that need to be popped out. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so again, it's open at the top. I mean, this can go here. I kind of lifted this butterfly a little bit to see if I can tuck this in here, and I think that's what I'll do. Just kind of in here. That looks pretty. I don't know if I want to split the difference so much. I like some of that background showing. Keeping it nice and straight. And right in there. And then put this guy back down. That works out. I didn't even think about it. And as far as, excuse me, my goodness, you guys, allergies are crazy right now. Even on my Ring doorbell app, people are like, are you guys all itchy? Which I thought was funny because I do get itchy. And so I answered that person and they were like, yeah, other people are like, oh, I go swimming. And she's like, she's talking about like just in the air, you know, like what's your breathing, not about swimming and being itchy from chlorine. So anyway, we went back and forth a little bit about that. It's not great. It's so bad right now. So I have all these guys. You can definitely put a journaling card. I don't think I'm going to put one on here because I don't think that this book is going to be one thing. It's just going to be different years of stuff. I don't know. I want to pop pictures in here just because I usually don't do that when I make videos on scrapbooking. A lot of times I left it blank. But, I mean, you can definitely put, you know, a tag in there and write whatever you want. Maybe I still will. Maybe, you know, maybe not there, but like here. Maybe right up here. Wherever it is that you would want to put it. But to be honest, I'm not going to put one. I just don't think I need it. But, you know, the blue looks really lovely. I mean, we still have lots of these guys. And if I need to pop in another tag here and there in the other pages, I'll definitely do that. It's pretty. All right, guys, that is our final page. And I guess I'll go ahead and pop it in the book. And then we'll take a look. Again, we'll come back and do pictures and flesh it out. But let me put everything away. I'll be right back. As I was cleaning up, I'm going to toss these. But some people hold on to these and make little corners for like their pictures or something. They're pretty, you know. I mean, why not? But I'm not going to hold on to those. I will show you really quickly what I have left. I have that one sheet that I cut into, so I can use that in my next one, or maybe there's something else I want to add to here. I don't know. So I have almost a full sheet left. I have quite a few of the titles that you just saw. Basically half a sheet of these, and yes, I popped these other ones back down in here just to finish that off. But tons of those. Quite a few flowers. I would probably say about 20 of them. Tons of this, the gold accents, the dragonflies. Of course, I'll pop those in here and there. 6 of these squares, but only in white and blue, and 4 white 5x7 bases, which actually we can use those on cards, huh? That'd be a good way to use it up. Okay, and that's all I have left. I think, yeah, no borders. Oh, and then the tags. Hello. Sorry. Tons of tags. You just saw them when I was kind of shuffling through them. So I will put those away. I'll probably put those in a nice plastic Anna Griffin bag folder thing. What's it called? I don't know what you want to call it. But anyway, so we'll slide our picture in there. That'll be there. And that is my page. Again, we support it in the back. And I mean, it feels really sturdy and nice. I mean, you could totally fill this whole thing out, but I wanted someone to show that, you know, there's like a frame and a frame, or like a matte layer, whatever you want to call it. But it's nestled in, so that's pretty cool. Again, at the beginning, we could have been doing that. I wasn't really thinking about a lot of that. I did got some pages, but not all of them. So you can keep that in mind as you're working throughout your whole project. If you're looking at saving paper. Again, somebody actually just asked if removing that cream color paper in between would help keep it thinner, and it definitely would. I had mentioned in one of my other videos I might remove the cream paper and add like some other thin white paper. I have tons of it from like a long time ago, 12-inch paper. So maybe I'll take out that cream paper because it's really nice and heavyweight, and maybe that can be a base for something else. And I said I might have, I didn't do it. There's so many florals, I felt weird to just use a cream color, but you can definitely just do the cream color and then do like, I mean, whatever you want, but like a cute cluster, you know, like this one, but with the cream color and then just these clusters would be lovely. So that is it, guys. I will follow up when my pictures come in, actually adding the pictures and finishing it up. I usually keep my journaling to myself, so I'll probably do that part whenever I want to fill that out. But here's my cover page. It says family. I can't get too far up, guys. I'm sorry. First double page that we did. Again, this side is the same as this side. So sorry that I can't really... Let me see what I can do. That's probably the best I can do right there. Whenever I take pictures, it does bring it up the vantage angle, but for whatever reason, this one does this. Okay, that one says dream. Sorry, did I say it says family? So I went from family right to family again, but that's okay. So again, I said I might mix up these papers, the order of them. So this is 3 and 4. Again, I didn't glue down my journaling cards, so if they look wonky, that's why. 5 and 6 with the word celebrate. 7 and 8 with the pretty band going across, and it looks very wallpapery to me with the clusters and our little pocket over here, right? Our little interactive pocket, which I should have done more of, but that's okay. I don't remember where I'm at. This is 910. I love this one. This one is very regal. It has a lot going on. I love this page. The word blessed down at the bottom. 11, 12. I don't know if I'm already off my numbers, but just keep following along. This one I love, again, with those little bookmarks. I thought they came out really sweet. 13, 14, let me see, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. Okay, so 13, 14 with the band down the center. Make it a little more substantial, adding another piece of border so it really kind of pops back there, even though it's tucked in the back. And this one has 6 pictures in this layout. Again, they don't have to be exactly the same thing going on. It could be, you know, this is a party and this is every day, or whatever it is you want to pop in here. Celebrate again with those beautiful, this is the one that we copied from the inspo sheet. And someone had mentioned this was her favorite layout, and I said, yeah, that makes sense because I copied it from the inspo sheet. And then 17 and 18, which I think came out really, really pretty. I love the way everything got pulled together. I love that blue in the background with just a hint of the flowers here on the side. You can have 4 pictures on that one. Again, pretty much identical other than these little flowers here. And my back page, which is lovely in my opinion. Oh, I got a little paper carrier there. I got to take that off, or a adhesive carrier. It has 2 images, and then everything's pretty much mirrored down the middle, basically. Really pretty. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I will definitely follow up with images and all that. Of course, here you can pop an image in. Maybe I was thinking of even using maybe my Spellbinders letters, maybe an L or something. Whatever you want. A picture, a monogram, image of whatever it is that you want. You know, maybe it's when you went to the Grand Canyon and you have a picture of the Grand Canyon in there. I don't know, but whatever it is, you just slide it in there, guys. There's a little pocket here for that. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I will link whatever is necessary as available there in the description box, possibly again in that little bag. And thanks for following on this journey. I know, like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. And from the first tutorial I did, the first layout, it was incrementally less and less views as it goes. But again, I don't do things because of views. I do things because I enjoy them. So that doesn't quite matter to me as much. But I appreciate, you know, I'll still do it. What I'm trying to say is just because the views were dropping off, that I'm going to stop doing it. No, I'm going to do whatever, you know, I enjoy doing. And this is something I do enjoy doing. And I really need to get to it because I have tons of pictures, tons of papers. Another friend here asked if I can do more videos just using any pattern paper, you know, dies and all that stuff, because we have a lot of 12 by 12 paper. And initially it was because I was a scrapbooker, you know, 20 years ago, whatever it was, more than that. 25 years ago. Ooh, time is flying. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will have images coming up, the links as available as appropriate. Let me know how it goes, what you're thinking. Have you tried yours out yet? I know a lot of people are getting ready for crop at home, and so they kind of put this on the back burner. But I hope you get to it and enjoy it. All right, guys, see you at the next one. Bye now.